Look at my man wearing the red Nike. See, people give Tiger credit for red on Sundays. It was actually Curtis who got it started.
Yeah, and let's not forget that, okay? Let's remind everybody, Tiger in the red, he didn't initiate that.
What weighs more, the Wanamaker Trophy or the daily amount of feed that Bevo, your University of Texas mascot, eats each day?
I mean, I'm going with Bevo. Guy's a tank.
Bevo's not eating 32 pounds a day. Wanamaker.
Bevo is 60 pounds a day.
Yeah, Bevo's crushing it. He's eating 2 Wanamakers.
The Wanamaker, there's no way Bevo's 32 pounds of feed.
60 pounds of feed
No
for
way.
Bevo.
That's crazy.
The Wanamaker Trophy or Ugga 10, who's the Bulldog mascot at University of Georgia?
Oh, the Wanamaker.
Oh, you were doing so well there.
Oh, crud. Isn't he like a smaller dog, I thought?
Ugga 10.
Ugga 10, yes, very well. 50 pounds for Ugga 10.
Yeah.
I don't like Ugga. I'm a Florida Gator. So I'm going to say Ugga's pretty fat, and he weighs more than the Wanamaker, hopefully.
Would it make you feel good that you got that right?
It would make me feel wonderful.
Hovland wearing a jacket. Looks like he just got off work at a Harley dealership.
This is coming from a guy who wore a jacket that looked like he worked for UPS in Alaska this morning.
Said I didn't.
Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this.
Yeah.
You have a problem with Hovland. You look like you're covering the bobsled.
Yeah, see, it was an Olympic. Yeah, that was right there. That is 31
That is
degrees.
You are
31
so
degrees.
It is not 31 there.
Yes, it was.
You are soft. You should be ashamed of
Florida.
yourself, sir. Matty and Caddie. Look at this. Look at that.
So here's people. What you have to remember is here's how this was created. Back then, it was for factory workers that were only going to eat once a day. So that's a red hot and the special sauce. And then there's potatoes under it, and it comes on the other half of the plate is cold beans.
What?
Yeah, it's cold baked beans. They call it hash browns, which is like potatoes.
I'm aware of what hash browns are.
Yes, and then 2 red hot, sliced and grilled, there with that special meat sauce on top. Now, you can also make it with cheeseburgers.
What role do the cold baked beans play?
Well, back then in 1918 through the 30s, that's cold beans was, you eat cold beans all the time.
Oh, jeepers creepers.
Oh, no.
That hurts. Bit unfortunate.
I don't really get too down on myself with lip outs, especially bad ones. You just kind of like laugh it up because that's the game. The hole's round, so it's possible.
I would say the one that you think, oh, it's dead weight, it's got to catch a piece, and then it just slowly lips out, and you just think to yourself, how is that possible?
A lot of frustration, a lot of, I think, anger towards the golf ball, towards the hole. It gets your head spinning at times, especially in certain situations.
A pine tree there that's hanging down. Justin, while you're over there, want to stop by that concession stand and grab me a dog?
This is like I'm hitting someone.
Little Arnold Palmer finish there, and look how this one came out.
Oh, what a shot.
Wow. I mean, yep, you and I do not do that on purpose.
I mean, someone would have the Titleist logo in the middle of their forehead if I even attempted that. I'm gonna get loose on the deuce. Jacket's coming off.
Come on, man.
There's rules on ESPN2. You get loose on the deuce, you take the jackets off. There we go.
I got a baseball jersey coming out here in a little bit. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
There's rules.
Why is it 4? You know what? I should know this. If you trace the lineage, it goes back to Scotland. It goes back to when, golf was invented.
Oh boy, he's pulled this one wildly left.
I don't know the meaning of it exactly, but I wish people would shout it more, to be honest.
Just like they say about golf, all other 4-letter words were used. I think 4 is an easy thing to shout. I just know in golf, when you yell 4, that means hide and cover.
What's your go-to? I mean, we saw those pictures of you. Your golf fashion is a little bit of everything. How would you describe it?
I don't know. Fly, thick, lit, dope, any of those words. saying I lost.
See? Now, have you ever taken money off of him on the golf course, though?
Oh, Rory McIlroy.
I'll let that sound effect be the answer.
How many shots is it taking you to get to the green from 617 yards?
3, maybe 2. It depends. So I can get about 280, and then I can get about 250 with my 3-wood. So add those up, and I don't think.
As a caddy doing math there, that's 530. You still got 80 left in, so you're not getting there in 2, man. I love you, but let me do some math.
So I'm getting there in 3. Thank you very much for the math. I'm glad we have a mathematician out here. You know, and by the way, I didn't even say I was going to be in the.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? We got a little pride. As we are walking up to the 15th hole. And you see only 3 balls on the green because there's one in the hole made by El Chingon himself. We were all here to witness our thread member.
Holds more 12-ounce beverages, the Wanamaker Trophy or the Stanley Cup?
That's tough. That is tough. I'm gonna say Wanamaker.
Very good.
I've crammed some stuff. A few drinks.
I don't know how the Stanley Cup opens, though. Does it? I'm not a big hockey guy.
The Wanamaker. It's not even close, I don't think.
Right, but it's like, it's really tall, isn't it? So like, I didn't know if it opened in like just a filter of drink.
Again, overthinking this whole thing. 17 adult beverages in the Wanamaker compared to 14 for the Stanley Cup.
Almost positive Duff put like 42 beers in it. So
I put in. Oh, here it is.
Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the cauliflower. There, you see the corn on the cob's already in there. Yeah, there's tomatoes because we want to have some healthy stuff in there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so I got frozen stuff. See the
Dough
dough bites.
bites.
They looked amazing
How were
Chili
those?
cheese Fritos and then some Reese's
How
popcorn.
were those dough bites?
They were. I don't know. There's a baguette. You want some bread and everything going on. But Wegmans is known for their fried chicken. They say they're known for their fried chicken.
Dude, you were shopping like a college kid at 3 a.m. at Arizona State.
Yeah, that's how I eat. That's how.
24.
I still carry the bag tag with me. You know, I got. There's the Dunder Mifflin bag, and there it is.
Mifflin.
There's the U.S. There we go. There we go. I gotta represent the company.
And he had to finish the second round. We were told he and his team were practicing this very shot on the range before he went out.
And this is not the shot he practiced. As Mike Tyson said, everything changes when you get punched in the face.
26 and talking about back issues, nobody wants to touch that. So it's, I'm really glad I did it. This is the best I felt, and I'm itching to get back. I'm tired of talking to you guys, that's for sure.
Now, typically we ask the questions, but I understand you have a question for Michael right out of the gate.
Yeah, I do. I mean, the face is shocking for sure. What happened to your beard? It's weirding me out, honestly.
I'm sorry.
Peak of your muscle build and weight gain. What was your daily caloric intake?
Oh my gosh, it was disgusting. I didn't even count. It was so high some days. It was over 5,000 for sure. It was a bit much.
Whoa.
And then yeah,
Where are you
now
at now?
it's around like 2,900, about half of it. So, and then I'm on the golf course every day walking 8 miles, so that takes a pretty big toll out, but I'm definitely not on the bulking phase of things.
Niagara Falls, the Maid of the Mist. There's a rainbow in there. It's all kinds of fun out here in Western New York. Matty and the Caddie at the PGA Championship. Is that Niagara?
That is not Niagara
I'm gonna
Falls.
get killed for that, and I should. They zoomed in on it. That's on them. That's on you. They just get it. Earlier, when we were showing fountains going to, I was like, hey, look. And then they started
Niagara
doing
Falls.
that. Now Twitter's having fun with it. Look, it's Niagara Falls.
Yeah?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Matty's got to go sit in Niagara Creek after this. That's why we got to go to commercial.
Over under 1.5 IPAs by the time you go to bed tonight.
1.5? By 3.
Hey, he didn't have nothing to do with it. It wasn't anybody's fault. But yeah, we call it smoke and mirrors. Golf is the only sport it's not fake it till you make it. Now, if you can putt like that,
Sam
Burns saw a couple of fantastic par saves, but wow.
Is that a real number?
You know, that's probably why he made that putt. I guarantee you he made that putt because his clubs might have already been on eBay.
Sam Burns is 14 over par.
Shot.
Robbie Berger, host of Bob Does Sports, the brilliantly dumb show, Breezy Golf, and I love how he's listed as a first ballot cameo Hall of Famer. He also does impressions. I want everyone to have a listen to these.
Tour's just been waiting for a stash like that. Needed it. Stallinger, a beauty, man. Built like a true fullback. It's just unbelievable. Bulkiest guy on tour. Black shirt in the LA Heat is a bold play, Bubba. Some come for Tiger, I come for Sahith Tagala, baby. Don't let that Keegan Bradley get hot, man. Do not let that man get hot, baby. Couple birdie knuckles for the Shoffley camp, huh? Hey now. Hey now, big fella.
Xander wanted no part of that.
All right.
Nothing. It was such a weak fist bump, but you know what? He connected. That's all that matters.
You got it. You know what? That's a fist bump connected. That goes on the stat sheet.
Live life like golf, man. I keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. Never letting too much time pass. I feel like, you know, two big words in my life are consistency and frequency. I just maintain that ritmo throughout. And, you know, sometimes I'm more jacked than others, dog. That's so.
Manolo had his muscle snacks this morning.
No one really knows this story, but like Kit and I wanted to start playing golf and I loved it. So we would practice in the morning. This is the life of a quarterback.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 105th PGA Championship.
We would run to our car with our football equipment on still. We'd change into golf clothes in the car, go to the golf course. We'd play 18 holes in like 2 hours. Come back to practice in the afternoon, throw the golf or the football gear on in the car, practice again, run back to the car after practice, change and go play another 18 holes in another like 2.5. We would play 36 holes a day in training camp for like 6 straight weeks.
Now to our top story on Matty and the Caddie. Earlier today, there was a duck, a mother duck, getting scared. But here's what makes this interesting: she had her little ducklings with her, and what they're trying to do, well, first
Did he
of all,
try and throw a jacket on
he
top
did.
of that duck?
Okay, see what's in the box?
No, I can't see what's in it. I see somebody carrying
those
it.
are the ducklings.
Oh, the babies are in there.
The babies are in there.
So they're escorting her.
So the mom, the poor mother, is following these humans with her babies in a box.
I don't know about following. What do they do? Oh, they just dumped them in there.
And look it. And it was a happy ending. Boy, Speeds, he's colorful today, isn't he?
How you going to get KT tape with USA on it? Like, you're not in the Ryder Cup today, man. What you doing? This dude looks like he's about to go to a 70s party. We got to drive to set all it. If those were bell bottoms and he had platform spikes on right now.
If you didn't know, Speed's from the USA.
Yeah. Almost did a Kevin Na move right there. Look at that shirt.
God love him.
That mug right there. That's why he got USA on. He thinks it's 4th of July.
He lost.
That's the wrong major, dummy.
He lost a bet. he lost a bet to like Kaufman and JT on their bro spring break. Jordan, if we beat you, you're wearing this to the PGA.
Yep, I can see Smiley right now sending him that shirt. I bet you will wear this.
Looked over, I said, how is my man going to leave L.A. for Buffalo? The weather shots here in Rochester just show you how it can be up here. Now, I know the money was good, but let's be honest with each other. L.A. to Buffalo had to be a culture shock for someone from DeSoto, Texas.
You know, honestly, I struggled with that for about 6 months, even into the season. You know, even until like after we played the Rams, like it was still like, man, I left the Rams. Like I knew this was the best decision for me, But it was just hard to leave LA. LA brought me back. LA brought me back to life. You know, you go to LA and you got all the restaurants, you got Delilah's, and you got Nice Guy, and you got all these interesting places outside of football. And then when I'm playing football, I got Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Ramsey, all of these guys around that just make football seem like the Pro Bowl every single day. So it was very, very tough for me to leave LA. I love all those guys. You know, Les Snead, Coach McVay, all of those guys came and got me, and they brought me back to life. I always had special love for LA, but I'm a Buffalo Bill now, and I fell in love with this place. I fell in love with the weather. I fell in love with the food, the fans, and the people. And I'm a Buffalo Bill till it's over for me.
What would you cherish more, the Lombardi Trophy that you have, or a hole-in-one at Augusta National?
You know, that was a tough one. To just be able to play at Augusta, you know, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty sweet. To get a hole-in-one at Augusta around all the guys that I'm around, you know, I could just imagine me playing with Peyton and, you know, all of those guys and all the other members at Augusta and holding it out there. That would be super cool, man. But, you know, winning the Super Bowl is just nothing like it. And, you know, it was a struggle for me to say that. You know, I would love to hit a hole-in-one at Augusta. But there is nothing like winning the Super Bowl. It is really addictive, man. And hopefully we'll get back there, you know, multiple times.
So, JR, when did you realize, okay, I've got eligibility that I could use to play golf at North Carolina A&T? How did that all work out?
Well, I realized that, like, earlier, like, I always knew if I decided to go back to school, I would have eligibility because my clock never started. So I always thought about it, but it was always football. So playing golf with C.J. Paul, Chris Paul's brother, out in L.A., he sparked the idea. It was just like, man, you should play on a golf team. I was just like, nah, like, because I was telling him I wanted to play football, and I know I could score. I know I could score in the red zone. I don't know what it is. I got a sure belief in my head that I can catch a touchdown in the red zone. But everybody was like, nah, man, you love golf so much, you play all the time. Why don't you do golf? And I was just like, damn, like, if it's actually a possibility, I would. And, you know, literally the next day, Coach Watkins hit me up. He was like, hey, I heard you got some game. And I flew down to Greensboro, played 2 rounds with him. He was like, yeah, for sure. I was like, all right, let's do it.
If you could win one, not major, but PGA Tour event, if you could win one PGA Tour event, which one would it be and why?
I mean, I think it would have to be the Masters, right? Like, you got to win the Masters, get the green jacket, have that, like, have the Champions Dinner coming back the following year, being able to, like, not essentially go whenever you want, but, like, have that almost, like, open invitation to keep coming back to the Masters. I think I would pick that one.
JR, are you aware, though, that if you were to get your green jacket, you'd have to keep your shirt on?
Hey, that's cool with me. You know, that's all right. I'll probably sneak a picture in the back in the locker room with no shirt on, with just a jacket on. I'll never let it get out.
If we look at the T-Box page, what happened here? Because this was absolute perfection.
Yes, I was playing this pro event for Barenberg, and in front of Gary Player, I made a hole-in-one, which was my 4th hole-in-one, and we all celebrated, got it on camera. Freaked out. We got it from
Look at that.
What club was that? What'd you hit?
I hit an 8-iron, and which was really exciting. And then Gary goes, Mr. Player goes, how many have you had? And I said 4. And I was like, Mr. Player, how many have you had? And he goes, 25. And I was like, oh my God.
You know what Koepka's doing right now? And I know this because he had hit us up yesterday.
Yes.
He's at the gym right now.
Yep.
Like, is he bench pressing or deadlifting before he goes on the court? How is that possible?
Legs.
This nonsense that the golf instructor told me. Let the club do the work. No, I'm from the South. You hit it hard somewhere, and you get lucky. That's what I was taught.
There's Mac. I played with McEnroe yesterday, and he missed 3. He will mind me telling you this. He missed 3 birdie putts, including one on 9, and then he fell to the ground.
how loud was the yelling after he missed the putts? I mean, was he lining? I mean, that's you lining up a putt for Bateman.
You are not Camilo Villegas. I can tell you that right now. Trying to get that spider move.
By the way, do you see how hard it is for me to get down in that? Like, hey, spot the.
And now you got to stretch when you get up.
Here we go, the youngster out of Southern California, and Max is due. He's got the talent, he's got the game, and when will be his moment? Max has struggled off the tee this week, but we know that his putting has been consistent throughout his entire career. Putting is something that he prides himself on, and you know, watching Max look over this putt here, I'm reminded of some of the greats who have come before him. There he is, just getting some squats in. He likes to do some squats right before he putts, just to make sure that he activates his glutes. He says that his putting comes from his glutes. There he is. He's going to give us one more little quick squat.
One more, yeah.
Just to stay engaged. Stay engaged with the glutes. That's always been his thing, and then he likes to do a deep squat. One deep squat. His eyes are closed. He's not even looking at his line. He's just thinking about the squat. Now he'll stand up. Not a lot of people know this, but Max likes to say the words to Stairway to Heaven backwards while he putts. Here it comes. Terrible putt by Max Omaha.